My name is Ach13ng. I hate my English name, so I don't use it. I'm a singer, songwriter. I am a mom. I'm a nomadic creative. That's how I like describing myself. Yeah, I sing, I write, I perform, I teach music, and I have recently been injected with the love for travel. I just want to be everywhere. Yeah, and not be in one place for more than a month. For me, music is like freedom. If someone asked me to define freedom, I'd say music. I grew up listening to a lot of music with my grandpa. He'd come home. I grew up with my grandparents, and we stayed next to the paper factory. So he'd come home, and home was just there. He'd show up and chill for lunch, and while he was waiting, he'd just put on some records and just sit and listen. And he'd always make sure I'm there and tell me, you know, you can do this, you know, you can sing, you know, you can dance, you know, you can, yeah. So I've always felt free listening to music because it gives me endless possibilities, and it's something that's been instilled in my mind for a long time. Yeah. So earlier when we got here, Trabolee and I were listening to the song in the studio, and then he talked about how he's using, like, he's just playing around with words, you know, like to break this, what's it called? Pattern. And he mentioned something about smoke and about mirrors, and I was like, wow, this is like major synchronicity, because I started reading this book my friend sent me. It's called The 4 Agreements. And in the beginning, it talks about how this guy, he was asleep, and then he realized he's completely out of his body, like he can see his body down there. And he had all these revelations, and he came to see that human beings were more than this physical experience. And he narrowed it down to all of us being mirrors, but there's so much smoke in front of the mirrors that we don't end up seeing things. And yeah, we talked about how all this like preconceived ideas of ourselves and of how we're supposed to live life and the normal way of things, and how it's really limiting, and how all these limitations we put on ourselves are just the smoke, because everyone is a mirror, you know, like I can see you and see myself in you, and you should be able to see me and see yourself in me, but it's so hard because we have so many barriers. Yeah, that's the synchronicity we had this morning, which made the session even better, because I was like, yay, this is really nice. Yeah. Okay, sorry, please ask the question again.
Your experience working with Trabolee on this project?
Oh, very spontaneous. He sent the music, and then my phone decided to die, so I thought I would just come and ruin things. But yeah, when we got here, the energy was just amplified, and plus the space feels really, really nice and welcoming, and the producer Black is very centered, so he's made me feel very at home. So it's been really amazing, honestly. It's been really good.